The United States is still counting votes, and Donald Trump is making attempts to review the results of the election in several states. However, it's almost obvious that Joe Biden will become the winner of this race. Nevertheless, there are a lot of uncertainties, and it's hard to predict the effect of the election results. Moreover, protesters have clashed with the police in some cities across the United States. All of this is weighing on the US dollar that is already losing its positions. However, the main reason for the weakening greenback is that Joe Biden is ahead of Donald Trump. That's why investors are puzzled as they do not know what policy the new president may choose. In any case, the vote counting is still in progress, and both candidates are likely to do their best to win. Some analysts suppose that Donald Trump may even issue a lawsuit in case of a failure. This makes the current situation completely unpredictable. The market turbulence is likely to take place during several days. Notably, the existing conditions will result in the US dollar depreciation. It may fall until the situation is finally resolved. Of course, amid such a background, investors will ignore the FOMC meeting. Moreover, the Fed will hardly change the current monetary policy. The euro-dollar pair strongly reacts to the news flow. That's why high speculative activity may lead to swings. Thus, in case of an upward movement, the pair may fix at the levels of 1.1810 and 1.1860. In case of a downtrend, it may fix at 1.1700 and 1650. At the same time, the pound-dollar pair is fluctuating within the levels of 1.2930 and 3050. It's possible that the pair will soon leave this range. The main strategy is based on a break of either limit. Traders showed no reaction to the news that the Bank of England increased its asset purchase program by £150 billion. Economists had foreseen a smaller rise. The regulator also expects that the UK's economy may shrink by 11% by the end of 2020. In August, analysts predicted a 9.5% drop. Moreover, the pound sterling will hardly keep its upward movement amid the news that the Bank of England is considering negative rates. That's all for now. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and see you in several hours. We will take a close look at the US trading session.